My name is VBot, your guide to lateral thinking with withered technology. Welcome to Reduce, Reboot, Recycle. Today we're tackling one of the most overlooked but critical parts of your PC, thermal paste, also known as thermal interface material. So, your PC is acting slow, crashing when you load games or programs. You download CoreTemp from alcpu.com and your CPU is idling at 75 degrees Celsius, just sitting there. You launch an app, it jumps to 95 degrees Celsius and stays there. Your clock speeds drop, your performance tanks. Let's fix that. The issue can have a few causes, but the most likely, old thermal paste. Over time, it dries out and stops transferring heat properly from the CPU to the cooler. The good news, replacing it is easy as frosting a cake. Well, almost. Step 1 is to power down and prepare the PC. First, shut it down, then unplug it. Set it on a non-conductive surface such as plastic or wood. Avoid carpet. Remove the side panel. Lay the PC on its side. Now, this part is crucial. Touch the metal case. This discharges static electricity. Do it every time you return to your PC, especially if you're walking on carpet. Static kills components. Step 2 is going to be to remove the cooler. Let's go ahead and take that off now. Coolers vary, so check your manufacturer's site if you're unsure of how to remove it. This particular computer uses a standard tower cooler with captive screws, meaning they won't fall out when we remove them. Go ahead and unscrew them, unplug the fan, give the cooler a little twist, and lift it off. Take a look. That paste is bone dry. Definitely time for a replacement. Now we're going to clean the surface. Grab a paper towel and some isopropyl alcohol, preferably 90% or higher. Clean off the old paste from both the CPU and the cooler base. A pro tip here is to leave the CPU in the socket while it's cleaning. It's much easier that way. Now, if you've got some compressed air, now's a good time to clean the case and the fan blades too. But remember, hold the fan blades in place while you blow air through them. Letting them spin can damage the fan, the controller board, or even the motherboard. Step 4 is going to be applying new paste. There are a few ways to do this. The P works for older CPUs before 2017. Intel 12th generation and newer benefit from a line method going from the top to bottom at the center. The X works well for Ryzen chips due to their unique structure. We've linked a Gamers Nexus video below that compares all three and more. Today we're doing the frosting method. It's recommended by Thermal Grizzly, the makers of this Duro-Not paste. Lay a thick line of paste along one side of the CPU. Then take the spatula and spread it thin and even across the heat spreader. Slow, consistent pressure is key. No slapping, no rushing. Duro-Not paste is thick and delicate. Don't go full buttercream. Too much paste can be just as bad as too little. Once it's smooth and covered, we're ready to reattach the cooler. Line up the cooler with the mounting holes. Make sure the fan is pointing in the right direction. Then thread each screw in just until it starts to catch. Go diagonally, corner to opposite corner. Once they're all started, tighten them down a little bit using that same X pattern. This cooler uses spring-loaded screws, so you'll stop when you feel a little bit of tension. If you're using thumb screws, same method applies. Just get a little bit of tension. Now, once you've got them all tensioned, go ahead and tighten them down as much as possible. This is going to be for the captive screws with the springs once you feel a lot of tension, and then for the thumb screws once they bottom out. Always, when in doubt, check the manual for your cooler. Now, step 6 is going to be to plug in the fan. Do not forget this. Plug the CPU fan back into the motherboard. If your board is smart, it won't boot without it. If it's not smart, you've got about 15 seconds before your CPU overheats and shuts down. Let's not test that. Step 7 is finishing up. Stand the case back up, put the side panel on, plug everything back in, Power it on, launch core temp, and check your temperatures. If everything looks good, you're done. You've just completed 97% of PC maintenance that most people will ever need. Let your CPU fly. Metaphorically, of course. Thanks for watching. I've been VBot, and this was Reduce, Reboot, Recycle. See you next time for more lateral thinking with Withered Technology. Coolers vary, so check your manufacturer's site if you're unsure on how to... Coolers vary, so check your manufacturer's... hold on. Coolers vary, so check your If you're using thumb screws, same mic. If you're using some...